Greetings, everybody. How in the worldwide are you? This is the life teacher, Worldwide Watkins. Want to come with you today for the PE session for today. All right, so we're going to talk about hamster wheels. So let's work out. A hamster wheel is a device that is designed to be inside of the cage of a hamster. You may have had one when you were a kid. You may have hamsters now. Your children may have a hamster now. And you understand the importance of having that wheel because you have a hamster that is in a small confined space that eats as much as you allow it to. So it needs that wheel to consistently exercise. Now, that hamster does not have the same mentality as you and I have because that hamster does not realize, although that wheel is with him and he's using it, it is building strength. So if he ever were to get out, he could possibly stay out. And you have to take note of that. What that hamster does not realize is he's building strength, he's building endurance, and he's building discipline, all while being in a space he cannot get out of. And I want you to think about your life right now. What are some areas you feel as if you cannot get out of? You're trying and trying, you're getting tired of the same cycle, and what you don't know is you cannot get out of that until you gain strength, until you gain endurance, until you gain discipline. Why? Why do you need strength? Because you have to be strong enough to be able to stay out. Why do you need endurance? Because you have to consistently be able to do what you do. Why do you need discipline? Because you need to be able to make wiser decisions once you actually get out. Now, think about that hamster. If that hamster were to get out and have to be put back into that cage, it would do more damage to him mentally than anything else. And in your life, there are areas where you've gotten out of, and because you didn't have the strength, endurance, or the discipline, you've had to come right back to them. And it's devastated you. Well, devastation time is over with. Now it's time to actually excel and to do something with it. So that same wheel that's spinning is building you. It's building you spiritually. It's building you from a relationship standpoint to where you can interact with greater people, where you can build greater relationships. It's building you to where you can be kinder to people, where you can give more respect and receive more respect. It's building your the foundation of your focus so you can see a lot better. You can have a greater vision, greater clarity for where your life is going. It is building you in ways where you can gain the ability to say no to people who you know are pulling from you but are not putting into you. So that will is important. Yes, you're tired of it. Yes, you want to get out of it. But until you got those foundational principles, you're still going to be in that same wheel. That's why you hadn't got out of it already. That's why you want to go somewhere else. That's why you want to move to another city, even though the same will happen there. That's why you want a different relationship, but the same will happen there. That's why you want a different job. The same will happen there. You want more money, but the same will happen there. You want to realize, what else am I good at I can be doing? What you have to understand is until you gain strength, endurance, and discipline, none of that will matter. You can move to a whole nother continent. You can get a whole nother job. You can start a new relationship. You can be given $1 million. If you don't have those principles, you're going to come right back to being where you were, and the cycle will start again, over and over again. What's going to happen then? You're going to get more frustrated. You're going to think life is not worth it. You're going to think you're nothing. You're going to look down on yourself. And the time has come for you to stop berating yourself and start praising yourself for progress. Make some progress. Now look at that same wheel from a different perspective. That wheel is built to exercise, but that wheel also entertains the hamster because he's by himself, spends a lot of time by himself. He eats. What else does he have to do? He doesn't have much life. So for you, what you got to understand is what's happening to you is building you in more than one way. Think about algebra. Let's go to math. And so many people, they hate math. I hear it all the time. It's my worst subject. Here's why you have to like math. Here's why you have to appreciate math. Because in math, you have something called the number line. And on that number line, you have negative numbers on the left and the positive on the right. You keep going through what you're going through. This is where you're going to get to a place where you can say, I left the negative and went the right way to the positive. That's where you want to be in your life. That's what you want to do. You want to go from Steve Urkel to Stefan. You want to go from the Beast to Prince Adam. And it's going to take you being where you are. See, you want to get out of it and change, but change has to come from within you and from within the confines of that same situation you despise so much. You got to get the right mentality. Once you get the right mentality, once you gain strength, once you gain endurance, and once you gain discipline, then you'll be able to see more than what that hamster will ever see. It's time to get out of that box. It's time to get out of that cage you're in. It's time to stop being a hamster running on a hamster wheel, and all you're doing is getting tired and frustrated. There's much more to your life than that. But you have to gain strength, you have to gain endurance, and you have to gain the discipline. Once you do that, you can set yourself free. Enjoy the rest of your day.